and we're here on the last day of the year, reading this, my book, Thriving at Nature's Pace. We had a bit of a break for Christmas, and so we've got Mum together for this celebration. I'm just going to show you what's going on here. We're making dumplings, and I'm with my family. Everybody give a wave if you like. Yay! And dumplings we do generally on the last day, and this year we get everybody together, so it's all going to be fun. And while we're waiting for it to cook, I thought we would just read a few more pages from my book, Thriving at Nature's Pace, with Mum. So we start again from, there are no trillions of dollars to fix climate change. That's terrible, isn't it? It's just the way it is. There is another lesson learned from the author's time working with big money. That's me, working around hedge funds 30 years, just so you know. It is that there are no trillions of dollars available for fixing climate change. And this is in response to all the calls constantly about how we must have trillions of dollars. There is, however, a desire that somehow money will come from the rich. Unfortunately, this is never going to happen. Money will not come from rich governments to finance the cost of climate change. The reason is because the money that people point to is already allocated to keeping the economy from toppling over. The modern economy is trapped into operating with minimal spare capacity, and that applies to money as well. Any spare capacity is rapidly deployed to keep productivity increasing. And if ever there is a lack, money is borrowed. Together, the debt and the lack of spare capacity ensures the economy can never slow down. There's a lot of coughing in the background because there's something being fried that's really pungent. And it's kind of like making everyone choke a bit, just to add to this. This is important to recognize because slowing down is already a recession. So, although there appears to be a lot of money around, there is never actually any disposable money to fix climate change. It also makes the economy constantly overextended and fragile. Although on the surface, the economy may look like it's doing well, with employment high and growth strong, below the surface, a lot of frantic activity are needed to keep it afloat. However, this is not the image of a duck gracefully floating on the surface of a pond. This is going out live, Lainey. So just so you know, you're being recorded whispering in the background. The duck would simply sit quietly, relaxed on the surface. The modern economy instead is a paddle boat on the precipice of a waterfall. It is there because it can't pull away. And even if for a moment the paddling stops, the boat and all its occupants would be carried over the edge. Debt is what carries the modern economy over the edge. Modern society sees debt as beneficial. For decades, debt has fueled growth. However, this debt is rarely paid off. Once debt accumulates, it is easier to keep rolling the amount borrowed than paying it back. The consequence is that debt increases over time. This happens because the economy constantly needs to do more. It is part of the received wisdom that people prefer more to less. In truth, what people prefer is to thrive, and at that, to thrive at nature's pace. During a recession, governments borrow on behalf of their citizens to give the economy a boost. Outside of a recession, businesses and households borrow for themselves. However, they also demand governments continue to provide support. Politicians pander to this to stay elected or to become elected. So regardless of the state of the economy, the debt increases. This is all very well when tomorrow is going to be better than today. There will be more earnings to support the debt. That, incidentally, is what debt is actually about. It is about the lender believing that tomorrow is going to be better. If lenders see the future as rosy, then they will lend. That has led to believe that debt does not matter, because the view is that the future is always going to be better. It is the basis of how the modern economy is sustained. So maybe we'll stop here. Mum, How do you think about people borrowing money?
Well, tomorrow is better. Well, the future we can't see.
The future we can't see, but tomorrow may be better. That would be nice.
Yeah, hope it will be.
Hope it will be. But we need to do some things to make it so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye for now. So reading from Thriving at Nature's Pace. Hope you have a great new year and see you in the new year in the first week. I'm going to go back to Mum in her flat in the morning and we're going to carry on.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh,